This is TPNN, the People's News Network.
Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity. We can come to this building, Lord, and help us make decisions that best help our community, our school, and most importantly, our students. Ask you to be with our military, Lord. Watch over and bring them all home safe. In your name we pray, amen.
Okay. Thank you all for coming. This is a public hearing. We are here to listen to your opinions. And so we'll just do it in an orderly manner. Whoever wants to go first can step up to the podium. Do know that you do have a 3-minute time limit. All right? Who would like to go first?
Yep.
Okay.
You need name and address.
Name. Mm-hmm.
Justin Jones. I'm here real quick. As not just a teacher, but I think even more importantly as a parent. 2 of my kids go to school here sooner rather than later. A third will go to school here. And that's for a reason. In a lot of ways, it would be easier for me to just have my kids go to school in the town where I live. But I think that, I know there's a lot of really good things going on in the school, and it's what's best for my kids. It's what's best for all these kids. And think about how these kids are going to grow up and be your neighbors. These kids are going to grow up and be my neighbors if I am still living in Winchester, and I want good neighbors. I wish you all the best here, and find an agreement. Thank you.
Thank you. And who's next? We don't bite. We're here to listen. There's someone else here that is wanting to speak.
Besides you.
Besides him. Yeah. No? Okay. State your name, please.
Cody Bruns. You have to forgive me. I got a few things for the board. Would you like to pass those? I think I only got 6 of them, which I hope I do. Good. I tried to go back through and tried to figure out where Union City ranked on their pay scale for the superintendent's position in 2021 is where I could come up with some data. And I may be wrong on Winchester's because somebody said they got a different contract at some point. If you'll look at the pay, or what I have is at page A, Union City ranked 2nd out of 13 schools. Now the schools I picked were Delta, Union City, Jay County, Northeastern, Winchester, Centerville, Union County, Lincoln, Twin Lake, Westdale, Southern Wells, Monroe Central, and Lynn. And with the last off Indiana, Gateway is where it seemed all the payrolls were for everybody in the school system. Union City's ranked 2nd. If you go back through on page B, I took the amount of money that was paid to the superintendents and put it across the student body. Which, if you'll take a note, and we're not really here to discuss Lynn, but Lynn's going to be high on there with $103,000 for their superintendent. And they got 515 students. Now I got the student data from the Indiana Department of Education on their enrollment, and the earliest I could find was June 20th, 2022. which I'm guessing is that last year's enrollment. Okay. There's just kind of a simple breakdown with that. I guess I took it as a logical, trying to just find a ballpark on a lot of this. Since we're not in the business of being a school corporation, or to know what a superintendent really gets paid. And on page C, I kind of just went back and thought, okay, let's just take Union City and Winchester just for a reference point. I went back to 19, where we paid the superintendent $120,038.55, to 2021, where we paid him $143,473 and $73.17. Excuse me. That we jumped a tremendous amount from 19 to 21. If you reflect back on Winchester's side from 2019, am I done?
It's up to you.
Well, we really need to stick to it. Are you close to being done?
Yeah, I'm on roughly the last page. Just trying
Okay,
to
then if you can move it along.
I will try to get as best I can. If you look at 2019, Winchester paid $120,240, and it seems like Union City and Winchester are in the same boat as far as 2019, plus or minus a few dollars here or there. In 20, they're $125,139.92. Between those 2 years, they increased $4,899.92, where Union City jumped up $6,750.70. I have one question on the Union City side. Is that because of reflecting upon the teacher's pay, upon the percentage due to the old contract where it says any percentage that the teacher is increasing pay, so does the superintendent? If so, that makes sense on the Union City side if you've increased the teacher's pay.
We have increased teachers' pay.
Wow. But, okay, so go back down to 2022. I think this number reflects their new contract at $130,432. From 2021 to 2022 for Winchester, they've increased $5,000. From 2021 to the proposed 2022 for Union City, we're increasing it $29,251.83.
Okay.
That's a heck of a difference.
So your conclusion from
My
this?
conclusion is I don't think this new contract is anywhere close to the ballpark for Randolph County schools. And if you can go into J County, and this is 2021 because I don't have 2022 numbers for them, that's $139,000. We're exceeding a 5A school for pay for a superintendent. Where does the extra come from? Are we trickling when the big dog gets paid and the administration wants more pay, and then you pay more for the teachers? At what point are you going to have a staff issue?
So you stated your opinion, and that's what we wanted to hear. So
I just tried to
you
bring
very much
numbers
for coming.
to it. Yeah, I do have one other question.
Yep.
Where was this meeting?
We're not really here to answer, we're here to listen.
Well, where was this meeting publicized at? All I found this meeting was on your agendas. I did not know if it was in the papers or anything to that effect.
It was submitted to our paper and our website. Whether or not our paper gets it printed but it
It was submitted.
Yes.
absolutely was.
Okay. That's all the questions I have.
Legally, we have to. and that's-
Well, that's what I assumed, but when I didn't come across it anywhere for X amount of
Yeah.
weeks, then I was kind
The
of
school
curious.
website would probably be your best place to look.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah, it was submitted, whether or not they got it in or not.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next speaker, please. Any other speakers?
Sorry, I get emotional, so I had to write it down. And is this even working? Okay.
Yeah, you're
That's
fine.
being aired.
Hey.
Yeah.
Shoot. I would like to start off this evening by simply saying that what you have proposed is a lot of money. As our elected school board, you can't deny that what has been shared is a lot of money. My wife and I on Sunday were shopping in Greenville, and while we were at Kroger, we were approached by a resident of Union City who asked, "Are you going to the meeting?" Didn't know what the question was. I needed pretzels that were behind her. Proceeded on with, you know, the one about the superintendent. And right there, that's the trigger. That statement says it all. It's actually two realizations that came to me. One, it's not about the superintendent, it's about a proposed salary increase. Two, if we can't even go to Greenville and shop without being questioned and looked at when we and my wife quickly basically saying we support our superintendent, then how in the heck can our superintendent go out and do anything? It pains me to say this as much as I love my hometown, but we as this community have done nothing to support Mr. Black in his return to his home. We point fingers, we question motives, we talk behind backs, we mudsling, we cower behind social media posts, we insult and ridicule on discussion boards, we take away a family's opportunity to worship on Sundays by rehashing, invading, and accusing. We invade after work time, true family time, with our looks and our jeers and our comments. And by doing so, we are not attacking a person or a spouse or even a former spouse. We are attacking three innocent and beautiful children, bystanders who play no part in our trajectory to derail and defame an individual whose vision for our school and community truly is, at this time, second to none. Now, I can go and scuttle into Mr. Black's office after meetings, probably like this one, or after past meetings, or just absolutely to stop in and check. And there has never been an ill word about any of us. And I'm saying us because I'm part of this community. Believe what you want, say what you think. I don't really care what you think of me right now. For all of the posts and the quick judgments, he has had nothing adverse to say about anyone who berates him, who belittles him. He is the standard of professionalism for which we all should model. Transparency has been something that I've appreciated from this man. Transparency, honesty, spiritual guidance, and genuine candor. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is brushed under a rug. I experienced a few years back a hidden agenda, an extended contract, a salary increase, all unbeknownst to the board and unexpected to the staff. That warrants some red flags, but the community wasn't there for that one. Instead, we're here putting up block after block after block, trying to prevent a homegrown kid from feeling like he truly belongs and is appreciated. And to the board, in my opinion, your money you have set for this contract is well spent and frankly should be increased. No one should ever be experiencing the angst shown to Aaron Black, and I am pretty certain that none of us could handle the responsibilities of superintendent as well as he has and is and hopefully will continue to do so here at Randolph Eastern. I'm sorry for the time, but my son's playing tennis, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other speakers? All right, if there are no other speakers at this time, then this hearing is adjourned. Thank you for coming.